Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me?
Stop, never stop.
You make a grown man cry.
Dude, that song, look at the lyrics on that, boys. Just tell you what.
Yeah, they're a little
Naughty
too
boy.
far. But anyways,
That is,
welcome to another episode of Better Than Static. I'm your host, Tyler, and I have with me my buddy Lucas.
Hi.
And my buddy Chris.
What's up, dudes?
Chris, you're just going like extravagant with your intros nowadays. I kind of like it. Like last week was like Ridley Diddley, what's going on, or something like that.
Sure. I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it was. It was something like that along those lines, and then like.
What's Ridley Diddley going on? I
That-
said that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was last week, and then you said.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago you said something different. I don't remember what it was. I can go back and then the podcast and listen to it, but whatever. But anyways, we're gonna do like kind of like another just conversational episode because there's not really any gaming news. Like Red Dead came out today, but we've talked about Red Dead. So I mean, unless you guys want to go into further about Red Dead.
Haven't
I
played it
haven't-
yet. I'm waiting
I
to
haven't
start
played
it. I'm waiting to start playing it. Kind of like right after this. So.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. I appreciate you being fully intact in this episode, Chris, and not being split between the game and us.
Well, I can play a Lego game because it's not like I don't have to listen to the subtitles or pay attention to anything and just go around doing whatever.
How does one listen to subtitles?
Shut up. Like, oh crap. I just meant like paying attention to cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I can hear sound. Or no, it was I can hear color. What's the thing people say like when they're high or whatever?
Wouldn't know, Tyler. Wouldn't know.
I can see sound. That's what it is. I don't know. It's just from
Right.
movies people say
Okay.
that. I don't know. I've never been in the presence. Well, actually, I have been in the presence
Okay,
of
let's
somebody high.
just be careful.
Yeah. I've never been high. I've been in the presence of somebody that is high.
They're not still high? That would have been pretty embarrassing.
Wait, what?
You said is. They're not still high.
That was high.
They've been high for 4 years.
They've been high for 4 years.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, I don't know. You just keep going. But anyways, let's steer back onto topic.
Yeah.
Chris, you had something you wanted to talk about this week, right?
Yes. So I've had the most athletic. I've done the most athletic thing in my life this week, which is odd considering that I weighed myself this morning. I was 3 pounds heavier than I was last week, so I need to be careful. But the point is, I played ultimate frisbee on Tuesday for the first time ever, and I tried as hard as I could when I wasn't, tired of running. But on the first drive, quote unquote drive, because it's not football, but I caught a diving touchdown catch while like bobbling the frisbee, and I felt so cool. I hurt myself because I've got a bruise on my hip, but that was cool. That's worth it. I'm like Julio Jones, except I score touchdowns.
Whoa. I mean, Julio Jones has scored touchdowns before.
Not a lot recently though.
I mean, yeah, but Chris, that's one
As in-
touchdown as compared to like his maybe like at least 5 this season.
He has 0 this
He has
season.
Oh,
zero
what?
this
Does he
season.
really? Dang.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like he doesn't have any at all. This
I mean,
season.
last year he lit it up. I have not been paying attention to the Falcons because that's not my team.
Last year he didn't do that good either, but okay.
What was the year
2
that they
years
went?
ago.
2 years ago. That's when they went to
2
Super
years
Bowl.
ago.
Yeah.
No.
That was the last time I paid attention to fantasy football as well.
Anyway, but that had got me, and I'm surprised you weren't more excited for me, guys. But okay, it's whatever.
Well, okay, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Woohoo.
If you would have been there, you would have been shocked.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, yes, we would have, Chris, because this is going to sound really mean, and I don't mean it that mean, but it doesn't take much to top your most athletic thing, like in the past. Like this thing that you just did is awesome.
But it was like, it would take a long time to top this too, though.
Yeah, this is going to be your peak for a while, probably.
Because I'm 25, so that's probably is my peak.
No, 30's your peak. I think 30's where you start to decline as a person. Like deteriorate
Good.
as a
Then
person.
no, I've got 5 more years to do something with myself.
Well, no, that's not what I meant. Like, you can still, like, career moves and stuff, but, like, I think, you see your prime.
Like the athletic
Yeah.
prime. Think of like NBA basketball. Like you hit your prime of your career in the 27, 28, 29. Once you hit 30, then you start to expect to see kind of a downgrade in performance.
Okay.
Unless you're Derrick Rose, then your prime is 22.
Whoa.
Yikes.
We're just cutting like all like professional
Hey, no, I love
athletes.
Derrick Rose.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
doing-
Here's the thing. I love Chris, but I'm still gonna cut him.
Yeah, I don't have any feelings for Derrick Rose.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to NBA basketball, so yeah.
Rip to you, boy.
Do what?
I said rip to you, boy.
But anyways, like, so prior to this, Chris, what would have been your most athletic thing?
No clue.
Yeah, exactly. I don't, because Chris told me about this topic that he had in mind Wednesday. We're recording on Friday, and like I've had 2 days. Well, the topic is like, what's your most athletic moment in history of yourself? I had to do a lot of thinking. And like I'm thinking, I'm like, well, Lucas is gonna have easy because Lucas played basketball. He was in like a lot of athletic sports. I did archery, I threw shot put and discus, and believe it or not, I ran cross country in high school. I played tennis, but like I wasn't bad, but I wasn't great. It didn't take a lot to be good at South Laurel High School in Laurel County, Kentucky at the time. I want to put that like as a qualifier. But
Or
like,
is it hard now? Is the game changing?
well, I mean, I don't know. I've not went and looked back on it. But like the years before my senior year, like before I I was a seeded player, they were really good. And then like for 2 years, like when I was a junior and when I was a senior, we kind of sucked. So like it wasn't hard to be good on my team.
I'll tell everybody you said that.
Well, I mean, Chris, do you know anybody that was on my team my senior year
You.
besides me?
Your twin, Kyler Turby.
If we were twins, we would have the same last name.
Your evil twin.
We would still have the same last name if we were.
That's not how that works.
If
No,
we
not
were
if
evil
he's your opposite. If he's your direct opposite.
No, but if you're twins, then you have the same last name. Unless
Kirby,
you're
you're
adopted.
thinking about this in real life. Okay.
Evil
We're
twins.
talking about like a Dark Link situation here.
Well, I mean, then it would just be Dark Tyler.
I don't know.
Oh, hold on, question.
I'm just trying to help Chris.
No, I have a question. Okay, so let's say I had an evil twin in high school. The evil twin would have a goatee. I would not have a goatee. But now that I have a goatee, would my evil twin shave off his goatee?
He would have a better goatee.
I mean, I
would
don't
look
think
like
he's
Abe
going to have a
Lincoln.
way better goatee than me. My goatee's pretty lit. That's about all I can grow on my face.
His would be braided.
Yo,
Wow.
that's hype.
My evil twin.
That's what I'm
tops me.
saying.
Oh, yeah, that's legit.
You guys would like my evil twin more than me, I bet.
It depends. What is he? What are some of his characteristics?
I don't know if he's evil. Like, picture me, but more evil.
Oh God.
Yeah. Now you're thankful for me.
What if you are the Dark Kirby?
Oh, plot twist.
What if you're hiding him from us?
Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you this. He must be a
Like
real
in-
pleasant guy if I'm the evil twin.
No. Maybe if you're the evil twin. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, I'm saying, like, so, like, if I had an evil twin, as of right now, he would be way meaner than me. And I'm like, I'm not, like, the worst person ever, but, like, I'm kind of up there. My evil twin would be the worst. And then now, like, so if I'm the evil twin, he's going to be less evil than me.
I'm trying to think about my name. It would be
Trish
Trish Compson.
or Trish Chompson.
No, Trish Compson.
No, Trish Chompson.
The H silent, Tyler.
I mean, just because the H is silent doesn't mean that your evil twin can't pronounce it.
No, it sounds better my way. Thank you.
No, you're Chris Thompson.
Tyler, you just pronounced my actual name phonetically.
I'm aware of what I did. I did it to prove my point that the H doesn't have to be silent.
Yeah, it kind of does.
all you silent letters out there, you don't have to be silent. You have to stand up for yourself, and you can do it. You can do anything.
Shut up. Stay silent. Nobody cares what you have to say.
Oh wow. Anyways, back to the topic. Okay, I've thought a lot about my most athletic thing that I've ever done, and it was really tough. But the most athletic thing I had ever done was when I was in machine pitch baseball, and I hit, like, it was on my birthday too. This is why I remember it. It was on my birthday. Like, the whole family came down from Louisville,
Good
and
Lord.
like, I think it was like third grade, maybe. I remember the team. It was like Fort Bank was our team, and like Lonnie Markham was my coach. So like I remember like everybody that was on that team.
It's a weird name drop, but okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Lucas knows.
I know him.
Yeah,
I know-
You,
I
you
know
know
he
him
is
as well.
too.
I'm just saying who was my coach. You guys know. I don't care if the audience knows him or not.
It's like saying, "Oh, our coach, Joe Torre." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Well, I mean, I don't. It's for you guys because I'm talking to
Yeah,
you
You don't know
guys.
who
I
Joe
gotcha.
Torre is, do you?
I
do.
don't. I really don't.
Oh, okay. I didn't think
I knew
Kirby
Tyler
did.
wouldn't. Yeah.
I don't pay attention to pro sports. I really don't. I barely like. I pay attention to hockey, and I pay attention to like sometimes to the Bears
Tyler,
and
do
football.
you know who's in the World Series?
Is it the Red Sox? Is one team,
And
and it's not the Astros. They were like in the finals, though. Is it the Dodgers?
yeah,
I had to go through like I remembered when there were 6 teams, and I had to go like narrow them down. Like, no, they got beat out. They got beat out. They got beat out. But I got it.
Do you know who the Dodgers beat out
no,
to
there's no way he
go
knows who
into
the Dodgers
the
beat.
World Series? Because you named the Astros. The Red Sox beat the Astros. So I was
Yeah.
wondering if you knew the other
There's
side
no
too.
way he knows who they
Is it
played.
Oakland? No.
No.
No, I know this.
Oh,
I
there's
know
no way.
this. I don't know this. Is it the Cubs?
No,
No. It's Milwaukee.
Ah, yeah, the Brewers.
Yeah.
more like the
The-
Booers.
Okay, so you want to know the only reason I know this
You
stuff,
slapper.
or as much as I do know about the World Series, is one of my.
Well-
Wait, what?
Well, we're waiting.
Oh, I was waiting for you guys to say yeah. But anyways, one of my favorite Twitch streamers
No.
is Trevor May, who is one of the pitchers for the Twins, and he like in his chat talks a lot about the World Series because he's baseball. He likes baseball.
Oh, he's a player. He better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Right.
if he hates it, that would suck. It's a sucky career. But like he streams with like Tim the Tapman and Ninja and stuff, and like I got to watching him. He's cool. He's fun. I've chatted with him. Yeah, I know Trevor May. Trevor May knows my Twitch handle.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
anyways-
Twins are irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean they really are. But anyways, well, not really because like their manager just got fired. Like that was in the news for a little bit.
That's not how you want to be relevant.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean they're relevant. I'm not. You just said like you made the broad statement. They're not relevant. Doesn't matter. No, they were in the news here recently.
Competitively. is
Okay,
what Chris meant.
that's fine.
That's like
That's a
saying,
good
"Oh,
qualifier.
the Browns are." That's like me saying the Browns are relevant for going 0-16 last year.
Hey, they're
Yeah,
relevant now because
They
they won a
started
game.
like 7 different quarterbacks last year, though.
Didn't they like tie their first game of the season and then like win the third game of their season?
Last
They
year, I'm saying
tied,
last
like,
year.
Yeah, this year they've tied like 7 games.
Really?
They've
Or at least
played.
went
They've
into overtime.
they've played like 2 or 3 games that didn't go to overtime.
Yeah.
They've been to overtime like six times.
I just remember the Bud Light coolers opened up and everybody went dilly dilly. Not an ad.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I know, boy. But anyways, my most athletic
thing.
moment. This
There you
is
go.
like the longest drawn out thing ever, but it's been good. I've enjoyed this run. Anyways, third grade, Fort National Bank or whatever, Fort Bank, whatever, was my team. It was machine pitch baseball. It was on my birthday. My whole family came to the game. I hit an in the park home run, which was just outside of
not
my
even
mind.
out of the park.
Or not out of the park, in the park home run. Sorry.
Yeah, I said it's not even out of the park. Yikes!
It's harder to do.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
just giving him a hard time.
Listen, man, I'm a husky kid running those bases. Like,
Have you ever seen Prince? If you hit the home run, Tyler, you don't have to worry about running.
It was in the park home run.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen Fielder? I mean, come on.
Wait, what'd you say?
Prince Fielder, like the biggest dude ever that played baseball. That was good.
I mean, yeah, and he'd hit him out of the park.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like I hit it in the park, Chris. I was in third grade. I had to run around the bases really fast, and I was like out of breath when I got home.
Prince Fielder hit it in the park home run.
Oh,
That's what Chris is saying.
We're the same person. We're basically the same guy.
Yeah, he actually stole nachos from a dude after he caught a foul ball once.
Man, I
Yeah.
wish the gates were like smaller. To where I could have reached for somebody's nachos in 3rd grade.
The giant chain link fence.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, give me your nacho. Like I'm reaching
Cli-
through the thing.
Why is the 3rd grader climbing over this fence?
Oh, he saw a nacho. It's like the announcers in the booth. Oh, he saw a nacho. I think he's going for those nachos.
I don't think anybody's announcing Little League games, my man.
I mean, if it was, I made it to the World Series one time, or not the World Series.
No, you
I
did
made
not,
it
boy.
to
I
All
was like,
Stars. All Stars.
Don't give me that.
I made it to the All Stars. My sister's Little League team was a game away from the World Series.
Yeah, so were the. I guess somebody. The Brewers, they were one
Yeah,
game away.
they were a game away.
Yeah.
Well, actually, didn't they lose by more than one game?
You can't. They went to 7.
They went to 7. Oh, gotcha. I thought one of the teams didn't make it to 7.
Astros.
Astros.
They
Astros.
lost in 5.
There you go.
Yeah.
So they were
I know.
more than one. They were more than one game away.
There, yeah, quite a few.
All right, Lucas, what is your most athletic moment? After I'd drawn mine out really long.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I remember what yours is at this point.
It was my
Yeah,
in the park home run when I was in
Oh,
3rd
yeah,
grade.
in the park home one. I already forgot. Okay.
Cataloging everything.
Who's cataloging everything?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I'm like your stenographer here.
Okay.
It's a lie. I'm not your stenographer. I don't care.
So unlike Kirby, I did not have 2 days to think about this. I've had like 20 minutes to think about this.
You're actually pretty close. We're at 16 minutes.
Yeah. So the first thing that popped into my head was Little League Baseball.
Oh my gosh, we're the same person, Lucas.
Well, you said
Yeah.
you were machine pitch. That's minor league. Or no.
That's
not
little
even
league.
minor
It's little league.
That's rookie. That's the rookie league.
Whatever.
Yeah,
It's more
and you was
impressive. I was younger.
No, I was. Yeah, I was playing third base in Little League, and there was like a ground ball to second base or something like that, and there was a runner on first and second, and I was playing third, and they threw a really bad ball, and I jumped up and got it, and the dude running to third undercut me, and I did a flip and
Who is he?
tagged him
Manny
on the-
Machado?
Who? Me?
Yeah, who's that guy? What a jerk!
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember who did it.
You're not
honest-
supposed to. You're supposed to. Like bad sportsmanship and whatnot. You could have hurt yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
You didn't let Lucas finish his story. Finish your story. So what happened? You caught the
I'm
ball.
indignant.
Shut up, Chris. I'm trying to hear this story.
so I was in the air. I caught the ball. I got undercut and did a flip and tagged him on the hill as I was flipping, and he was out.
He deserved
That was and it was more of not me consciously trying to tag him. I just remember jumping up and catching the ball, getting undercut, and I went forward and hit him on my way down, basically.
Even in
but-
your subconscious, you're more athletic than me.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. But that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
That's
I
way
mean,
better than ours.
I played a lot of sports and stuff, but I was never super athletic. I was just taller and bigger than everyone.
Well, here's the thing about us. We have a podcast. We're not that athletic.
Right.
If we were athletic, we'd be going doing something else.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of people that are in good shape that are on podcasts.
That are on podcasts, not actually have one.
I threw a no-hitter through 6 innings, and then I got taken out. That was another.
That's BS.
Why'd they take you
Yeah.
out?
He didn't know I had a no-hitter going.
Oh, that's the worst. Did you
So
tell
mad.
him?
Some manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should get fired like the Twins manager.
It's a little league, dude.
I'm aware.
it
That's
is
the
little.
joke.
Oh,
I was so
that's
mad.
what you get for making fun of Maggie May.
I like to have a lot of like highlights in my comedic moments, or at least comedic to me. And I had one of those this
Yeah,
week.
that's for sure. They're comedic to you.
Well, here's the thing. Me like killing jokes is funny to me. And Chris,
Literally no one else.
Chris, what was your tweet you tweeted this week?
like something along the lines of, it was like, I love the song Maggie May, and I was listening to it on the way to work one morning. I was like, man, this song's freaking rad.
It's a
So
good song.
I tweeted about it, and then Tyler's like, what's Maggie May?
No, I said who's Maggie May, like it was a person,
Whatever.
and like it just ruined Chris's whole thread. It was great. I love it. I like making.
Like, I wanted to be mean about it, but I didn't know if you were being serious or not.
I wasn't being serious. I like. Here's the thing about me and Chris is we're best friends. We've been best friends since kindergarten, but I like to make Chris's life mildly inconvenient wherever possible. And it's very often that I get to do that. But I'm getting better about it. Like, here's the thing: if I was my evil twin, your life would be more than mildly inconvenient. It would just be like awfully inconvenient.
I just sure.
Or maybe I'm the bad, like I'm just a bad evil twin, and I just made it mildly instead of super bad, inconvenient.
Anyway,
Anyways, so I had a topic this week.
Hold on. I got one more thing to talk about the athletic moment. Just because I thought about this because we were talking about Little League. So it was my last year of Little League. We hadn't won a game all season, and the coach would never let me pitch. This just take a second, I promise.
I mean,
Coach
you're
would never
fine.
let me pitch. So I went up to him before the game, and I was like, "Let me pitch this game." We were playing the undefeated team, best team in the league, and all this stuff. We ended up winning that game 14-1, and I only had one hit on me the entire time. I had 2 walks. but
Dang, Lucas, why was that not your like
I was
incredible?
so angry. I didn't think about it until just then. I don't know.
Like
what
that
made me think
trumps
about it.
that trumps your first one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah,
That was the only game I pitched all year too.
I had
It
like
was the only game we won too. Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. I have
maybe they
like,
should have put you in at pitcher more often.
Exactly.
I have like these moments where I'm like, they're not super athletic moments. They're just like, wow, that could have went way worse. Like this one time I was skiing. I think it was the first time I ever went
I don't
skiing.
think that's how that works. But okay.
No, it's just listen, just listen. And like I was skiing. It was the first time I ever went skiing, and we went down like this. It was like it wasn't the bunny slope, but it was like the next level up from the bunny slope. And I was really good at staying on my skis and standing up and stuff, but I wasn't great at stopping. Well, the line for that slope's chairlift went out in front of the slope. Like there's a flat part at the bottom of the slope where usually normal people could stop. And then there's the line that went into the chairlift. Well, me not knowing how to stop, like I'm barreling down this slope, and like I'm gonna go through the line. Like there's no way for me to do it unless I fall, and there really wasn't enough room for me to fall. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna have to go through this line. So I like close my eyes at this point and just kind of like, I'm like, okay, I got to open to where I don't hit anybody. And like I open my eyes and I make it through the line without hitting a single person. Granted,
Yeah, I
that's
don't know
not,
if that's athletic.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like, that's not athletic,
That's
but like
just lucky.
that could have went way worse. And like, and
Yeah.
then I think I was like my only skiing mess up. Oh no, I clobbered a dude. He was like crossing my slope and I plowed through him. Which that one could have went way worse. We could have both had concussions. I don't know. I could have got one. I don't remember. But, and then the coolest moment, and it's not really athletic, but we had this thing at the BCM in college called Last Man Standing, which is like, you have 4 people on a team and like you have to kill another 4 people on the team with Nerf guns or whatever. And like you go up against people. We were just sitting around in the BCM building and somebody chucked a paper wad. I just kind of lobbed it into the trash can, and I just like I wasn't even looking at the paper wad. I just put my like Nerf gun behind my head and shot in the direction of the paper wad, and I shot it out of the sky. Like that's not athletic, right?
No.
But
I
that's
don't think
lucky
so.
though.
Yeah.
Like it could have went way worse. It could have hit somebody in the eye.
Or you could have just missed.
I mean, yeah, but like I always go to like the extremes.
Yeah, true.
Because that seems to be my luck most times. But anyways, I had another topic. And this topic was like kind of where we're like in the Halloween season. Because like Halloween will be the Wednesday after this episode releases, and this one's based on candy. So, in like candy commercials, like
Bill Duds.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't finish. But anyways, okay. So like in like the candy commercials, like that some of the candies have bad side effects, like Airheads. Your head like shoots off or whatever, or like I think in the new ones, like it kind of just blows up.
What about Gushers?
Gushers, your head turns into a fruit, right?
Yeah. That's not great.
Well, and like also Gushers aren't really candy; those are like fruit chews. They're like snack food. But like you could give them out as like candy on Halloween. I think that's acceptable.
I'm pretty sure I've got Gushers on Halloween
Okay,
That's
well then,
rad.
back in the day.
that's a good like okay. So if you're like questioning on what to get for Halloween, go get freaking Gushers. No kid will
You get
complain.
apples or get onions and cover them with caramel.
Oh my gosh, you're the worst. But and then like Sour Patch Kids have like the little evil kids that like are first sweet or first sour, then they're sweet or whatever, and then like is it like
Something.
and then like Snickers, you turn into somebody else you're not when you're hungry, and like but you kind of get the idea, right?
Yeah.
So what candy would you want to like have the side effects of?
You what?
That
Like,
we would want to have the side effects
Or
of.
least want to have?
What about like the best? What about what candy are you? Wouldn't that have been?
I mean, we can do both questions.
Take this quiz to find out what flavor.
We're not
candy you
freaking
are.
BuzzFeed, Chris.
Well, I mean,
Warheads has a bad side effect.
What was
thing.
their
yeah,
side
but I
effect?
love eating Warheads.
What was their side
Yeah,
effect?
no, I'm not. Their warheads are good,
But, like, what was their side
their
effect?
heads explode.
Oh, was that really what it was?
I mean, that's the logo.
Have you seen the little
yeah.
dude on the little bag with his ears steaming and his mouth all puckered up, Tyler?
I mean, yeah, you're right. I just figured, I don't know. I didn't know that they had commercials for Warheads.
I don't think they do. I just know his head explodes on the packaging. That's
I think
Oh.
I think the one I would least like to have would be the airheads where like your head just blows up and your body turns into like a really small, like in the new airheads. Because that would just be bad. Like you float away.
yeah. Airheads would suck.
Yeah.
I think ring pops would suck because that means I'd have to get married.
I mean, okay, never thought about that one. Yes. Okay, I got a question for you.
I don't like some of the gas station people aren't that attractive. So I mean,
Well, do
I
you have
gotta
to
be
like
careful.
marry the first person you see?
Yep.
Really? Huh.
It's in the. No, I'm making that up.
I know.
Tyler.
I was going with your thing, Chris. I was going with the bit you're making.
Sometimes you're a little gullible, so I didn't know.
I'm not gullible. I just don't know about sports, and you all always like ask me sports questions. Like, oh, I bet Tyler will convince Tyler that this is a thing in sports, and he doesn't pay attention to any sports news.
Well, yeah, basically.
Yeah, so like it's not like
That's
I'm
the
all.
gist-
It's
that's
not
the
that I'm
gist of it.
gullible. I'm not gullible. But anyways,
Lucas is oddly silent.
Yeah.
well, Lucas is always freaking silent. Like it's like you don't know Lucas. Wait,
Hmm.
I got a question about like Tootsie Pops. So if you get a Tootsie Pop,
Boo, those suck.
no, they don't. You shut your mouth.
Yeah, they do.
They're
They're
really
trash.
good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Whatever. You guys shut up.
They're trash tier.
You're trash. But anyways, so if you get a Tootsie
Trash.
Pop, does like an owl come and take it and eat it?
That's what
Is that the side effect? Because the kid's like, hey,
That's not
Mr.
a side
Owl.
effect. It's just this dude. He was just with the owl, and the owl was like he was wanting to know how many licks it took to get to the center.
Well, like instead of like just
Like
giving
a
him a
side
number,
effect would be like,
Skittles pox.
yeah,
dude, that would no. That's like the best one because you have never-ending Skittles.
Yeah, but you
It's
look
contagious.
awful and it's contagious.
I mean, I already look pretty rough.
I mean, it would.
I
force
think I
people
would look
black-
more appealing with chicken or not chicken pox, Skittle pox.
Oh, if it was just like a fried chicken instead of Skittles.
That would be
Chicken
pretty
pox.
sweet. Well, huh, it depends on what like is it just like popcorn chicken or is it like
It's fried chicken, like standard fried chicken.
well like is it gonna be a drumstick coming out of my arm or whatever?
Yeah, it'll just be like breasts and wings and thighs on your arms.
That would actually be pretty sweet. You could solve world hunger that way.
Let's take the guy with chicken pox to Uganda. Woo woo.
And then like here's one with Twix. Like so if you get like you know how, like Twix finally like changed their like packaging to like where like you can get 2 right Twix or 2 left Twix or whatever. So like if you eat like a left Twix pack, can you only use the left side of your body?
You're getting a little.
Yeah, that's not the side effect.
It could just give you a stroke.
That's what?
Like you know, you're only allowed to use one side of your body now. You had the stroke and like it affected the other side.
That's not the side effect.
Why
That's
not?
not the commercial.
Well
The
then what?
commercial is that there's 2 different factories sitting side by side. The left Twix makes the left side Twix, and the right side Twix, or the right side factory makes the right side Twix, and the 2 factories hate each other.
So would you just hate left-handed people if you got a right one?
Or, oh my god.
I don't understand how you're trying to make this into a side effect.
It's definitely
Like-
there's got to be some kind of repercussions for it.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
you don't
Here,
like the
I
people
guess
that
if I
have
just get a
left
bag of
side-
peanut M&Ms, somebody just comes and shoots me. I guess I don't know. Like it makes no sense. It's like I hate left-handed
No.
people. It's like
You eat a bag of peanut M&Ms and you have peanuts inside of you or something like that. It's like you got one solid peanut in the center of your chest. Like that's it.
But
your
like,
heart turns into a peanut.
oh, then
Yeah,
you just die.
exactly.
You go into cardiac arrest. Oh gosh.
Oh, I eat Skittles. I've turned into a rainbow. Oh well.
You are
It's like none of this makes any sense.
the
Oh, let's open up this bag of Myconox. Oh, somebody just stabbed me. Oh man, what just happened?
Yeah.
But like, okay, so have you ever seen a Rolo commercial?
No, I've never seen a commercial for Rolos.
They
I
have
don't
Does
the-
think I
anyone
have
ever?
either.
They make commercials.
They do. They used to. It was like 3 years ago.
What?
I,
Wait a
I
minute.
swear you can go to YouTube and look up Rolo commercials, and those were on TV.
1979 Rolo commercial.
No, not 1979.
1985,
What?
2014.
Wait, what?
There's one from 2014.
Yeah, the 2014 one. It like
It says get your smooth on.
yeah, and like you take one, like you eat one of the Rolos, and everything like slows down.
Oh yeah, and it's got that deep voice, like oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and like
Okay,
everything turns to
Kool-Aid
caramel.
Man.
What about in the Starburst when they had berries and cream? The little elf comes in and sings about berries and cream. Does anybody remember that commercial?
I don't remember that commercial.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm the lad who loves berries and cream.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered. Okay,
That's
so,
it. There you go.
No, 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 not
Oh.
that. I remembered what Twix's side effect was. This is like throwback to like 2010. But like if you ever need like so like their whole thing was like if you need a moment, you take it like you choose it like you take it a pause with Twix or whatever because like 2 Twix bars looks like a pause button.
Oh yeah.
And it's
So
like
you don't have a stroke?
no. I mean you could nowadays, I don't know. But like
Yeah,
Oh,
take a
if
moment,
you eat
chew
a
it
Kit Kat,
over
does
with
your spine
Twix.
snap in half?
no, but you hear that jingle all or like until you finish the Kit Kat.
That's easy. I ate them in one bite. No big deal.
But like,
That's
so I
impressive.
guess the side effect for the Twix bar
Yeah,
is
I
like
know.
somebody asks you an awkward question immediately as
You
you
had a
open it.
talent show.
Yeah, so you just slowly take a Twix out of your pocket, unwind it, take a bite out of it, and then turn and walk away.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What?
That was such a stretch and a half there for a minute. It's like, I,
The reaction you had, oh, and somebody just shoots me. That was
yeah, it's
hilarious.
like, it was just
Well,
like,
that's what you were doing. You
No.
were just like, so does
No.
somebody eat a right Twix and have a stroke and
Their
can't use
left-
the left side of their
the
body?
left side of their
It's
body just falls off. His arm just falls on the ground. It's ridiculous.
It's the,
I mean,
here's
oh,
the, it was
no,
actually
it's a unique side
connected to it
effect.
though.
It'd be like I'm
there's-
sitting on the
no,
beach.
if
I'm eating a
there's-
right Twix. A shark comes on land, eats my left arm, and goes back in the water.
Yeah, if there's any side effect because they just don't like each other, is that people who eat right side Twix or prefer right side Twix don't like left side. People who prefer left side Twix.
I've got it. I've already got it. We already have it. People on the right hand of politics hate people on the left. I've already solved your
Exactly.
Oh
problem.
my gosh, we need to get rid of
We're-
Twix. They're causing
we're-
world
Twix
hatred.
is a political statement.
Yeah.
Twix. What if you? Twix is funded by George Soros.
Dang it! Have you ever gotten Kool-Aid packages as a Halloween thing?
No.
I did.
Where-
No,
Where
listen,
were you
listen.
trick or treating, Kroger?
No, we were
Like, what the heck?
we were trick or treating at the Louisville Zoo, and they gave out Kool-Aid packets. I guess because like they didn't want people opening like candy and leaving the wrappers and it getting like in some of the
Oh, it'd be
exhibits or
open up
whatever.
a Kool-Aid packet and throw the dust everywhere.
But like, I don't think parents would let you do that. Like, a parent would let you eat candy, and then the wrapper would get like in one of the
There's
exhibits
plenty
or
of
whatever.
parents that would do that. They don't care. Parents don't care.
Well, not back when I was a kid. Not when I was like 4. I think every
There's
parent
bad
cared.
parents.
Every
that
parent
say,
cared back then. Now it's just like you have the
That's not-
crappy parents.
You sound so old.
But anyways, like your side effect there, like Kool-Aid Man just busts in your house, like breaks in, steals everything.
Kool-Aid's not candy though.
But I mean, you get it at Halloween.
No, you're literally
I
the
think
only
you're
person.
the only person that gets it
Oh,
Halloween.
I'm sure I'm not.
I think you went somewhere and they were like, "Oh crap, I ran out of candy. What do
We
we
were
have
at the
in the
Louisville
candy?"
Zoo for an
Hey,
organized
kids,
trick-or-treating event.
Would you like the rest of my leftover coleslaw?
What's the worst thing you guys ever got trick-or-treating?
Toothpaste.
Yeah. Like, looking back on that now, it's like, oh, that's actually pretty handy. But, like, when you're a kid,
No,
that
it's
just sucks.
still lame. What are you talking about?
No, I can go buy my own candy, but, like, if I'm getting free
You
toothpaste...
can go buy your own toothpaste.
I mean, yeah, but...
It's like you can go buy your own
Toothpaste is cheaper
anything.
than candy.
That's
Like
true.
a bag of candy versus a tube of toothpaste. Like a
how,
small little travel size of toothpaste.
how much is a full-size
Hey,
toothpaste?
okay, if I go to the dentist office, I get free toothpaste. I'm happy because I'm expecting the free toothpaste. If I'm trick or
But then
treating,
you
I'm
had
not
to pay for,
expect-
like, the teeth cleaning or whatever.
I have insurance.
I mean, now you do.
I had insurance before. It just wasn't mine. It was somebody else's.
That's real talk right there.
I was just spitting facts, dog.
But anyways, like, okay. Next question: is there any like candy that you got like or like saw on a TV show that you'd want to be real?
TV show. Krabby. Never mind.
They have those.
Those aren't real patties or burgers, though.
Yeah. Well, they also have the Krabby Patty candy.
Those are like, I don't know. People hate on those. I don't know why. Those are good. I think so. I probably have them now, and I probably hate them. But
I mean, they're like
I mean, they're just like
lifesavers.
little
They're like gummy
gummies or something.
lifesavers.
true. I wish I could actually have a Krabby Patty, though. That'd be legit.
This kind of does not discount me saying I was like gullible earlier, but like
Oh.
I used to think Willy like Wonka bars weren't real because like,
Weren't?
yeah, because like I was
That's like
like
the opposite of being gullible.
maybe I was just too skeptical or whatever. But like I saw it in the movie, I'm like those aren't real. Those can't be real. They're just in that movie. I'm like it'd be pretty cool though if those were real. And then I saw them in the Target when I was like 12, and I was like my mind was blown. I was like, what the heck? These are real.
Well, I mean, gobstoppers are real, too.
Yeah, but I wish they were actually like never like everlasting gobstoppers. Those would be sweet.
Well, here's this thing called the real world, and that doesn't work.
yeah,
so.
but I said, is there anything you would want that was from a TV show or movie that you'd want in real life to actually be there?
Cheese wheels from Skyrim. What?
I
do you
mean, I
mean?
don't know.
I mean, yeah. Sure.
The mead from Skyrim looks pretty. Skooma. I get addicted to skooma.
What the heck is skooma?
It's like booze. It's made from moonstone.
I mean, we're talking about candy, not like booze. You're like,
Oh, that's true.
Reese's Pieces from E.T.
But wait.
oh, Baby
Okay.
Ruth from the Goonies. I want
Okay.
those to be real.
I've got a
Let's do
question
that.
about that real quick.
What?
As I don't think Reese's Pieces existed until like we were little. Like, how did they? I never them until I was like in
No,
5th or 6th grade.
No, I had
They've
them when
been
I was
a
like
thing.
3. I'm pretty sure, because like for Halloween one time, or no, Christmas one time, I got a can like the plastic candy canes with Reese's Pieces in the middle.
I think they were kind of like, I don't think they were like consistently a thing. I think they might have been like
Seasonal.
seasonal or limited time Reese's Pieces, like stuff like that. But
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
they
I just
were
don't remember.
introduced in
I just don't remember seeing
1977.
them. Oh wow, okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
They were
Alright.
introduced in 1977 and became very popular with the 1982 release of E.T.
No kidding.
No idea that movie was that old.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
you
either.
really?
I didn't.
I
I
figured
didn't
it came out
realize
in the
E.T.
90s.
was. Yeah, I thought it was later 80s, early 90s.
Because like I remember watching that growing up, and I don't like. Here's the thing, like I don't picture my mom giving me something from the 80s to watch. I figured she'd be like, oh, this is in the 90s. My kid will like this.
Like Friends.
Well, I didn't watch that. Well, I did watch that as a kid. I watched that.
I did
Like,
watch a lot of
I
Friends.
kept up
That's
with the
probably
series.
not good.
Me and my parents
Dude.
kept up with the series. Like we had like our normal shows like on Monday nights that would come out. Like Friends was one of them, King of Queens, and then Seinfeld was
No,
all
King
one
of Queens is trash.
It is. But like I still love Seinfeld and Friends. There are some good episodes of King of Queens.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But like, there's
I'm
no other
slapping
like
feet.
candy from a movie that you like. Oh man, I
Well,
wish that was.
okay,
real.
chocolate. Okay, I know where you're wanting to go with this. So
So
You
I have
go-
a problem with Harry Potter.
No.
nice. I'm glad you ruined a segue. That made me really happy.
No, I was like trying to dig at this for like 10 minutes at least.
I know.
And like
I've
Chris,
seen it coming for so long.
and
You
like
kept
nobody
trying to
ever
think of-
picked up on it.
I did pick
kept
up on.
trying to think of different questions to
I know.
ask about candy just to get Chris to say
Yeah,
it, and I was
and-
just waiting.
It wasn't
for-
gonna. It wasn't gonna happen.
Did you purposely do this, or did you?
Oh,
really
yeah,
oblivious?
absolutely.
Oh,
Purposely
yeah.
did it. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
for
gosh,
sure.
I hate you.
Get in line,
Okay.
bro.
So no, for real though, I do. So I've been listening to the Harry Potter books, not recently, but like 2
Hold on,
weeks
let
ago.
me
I listened-
let's like expose this like transition I was going to make since it's already ruined.
No, you're gonna make it even worse.
Yeah,
Well-
no, it just leave it like it is.
But we were gonna transition so
just
well.
just leave it like it is. So I listened to the.
Mad. He's so mad.
I
Sorry.
I am pretty upset.
Go talk about it. Go.
Yeah.
Go, Luke, go.
Okay. So I listened to the 5th book of Harry Potter, which is.
Order of the Phoenix. I'm listening
Order
to
of
it
the
right now, actually.
Thank you. Okay. It's a great book. The one problem I have with it, and now that I'm going through them again for the second time, I'm noticing a lot of inconsistencies from
Oh,
later
yeah.
books to earlier books, and there's a lot of them. First off is the Thestrals, because
Those are
Harry,
those are like the skeleton-y black horses with wings.
yeah,
For
they're the
you that
horses
aren't Harry Potter buffs.
Yeah, they're the horses that pull the carriages, and you're only supposed to be able to see them if you've seen somebody die. I mean, that's pretty
Yes,
much it.
That's what they are. Yeah.
They supposedly have pulled the carriages
For like
years
all of
1
time.
through 4. Yeah, but Harry was never able to see them. But the whole thing is, his mother died protecting him, and I know in the movie they show him in the same room as her being
Like
killed.
zapped as getting like, Avada Kedavra.
exactly.
What-
So my thing is, shouldn't
Yeah.
have he? So shouldn't he be able to see them from then on?
Well, according to the internet, it's
Okay.
because he was too young to know what was going on.
Okay,
But
so
still,
I
that
have
doesn't make sense.
I have a follow up to that because I
Well-
was like, because that
well,
was the
yeah.
thing that went through my head. I was like, okay, so maybe he was too young. Maybe you have to remember it happening.
I know where you're getting ready to go with this one too.
In the very first book, he
N-
kills.
No, okay.
Professor
In the
Quirrell.
book, he's not around when he dies. He's unconscious. He doesn't see it happen.
Okay.
So that's actually a decent excuse. Like he's not even awake. Like because he passes out because of the pain or something.
Yeah, from the Sorcerer's Stone.
From the
Okay.
pain in his forehead, not the.
He
stone.
also keeps his eyes closed the entire time for
Yeah.
some
So
reason.
like because he's scared. He's 11 years
Or
old.
no,
Give him
no,
a break.
that's in the second one whenever he has to keep his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, here's another thing. When he was a baby, like he could have been
Alright,
crying because somebody broke into the house. Like babies cry when commotions are had, so like he could have had his eyes closed, crying, so he didn't see his mom die then.
That's not. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I think the being super young
That's a way better. That's a way better.
I mean, I'm just trying to help J.K. Rowling just kind of have a
She doesn't need
scapegoat.
any help. She's already filthy rich. She's not worried about Tyler helping her out on a
No.
Wow,
tiny
you
plot
didn't
hole.
have to be so hurtful about it.
All right, fine. Jeez.
Yeah, no, I was just it like
Yeah, 'cause-
made no sense to me because I was listening to it and I was like, wait, he saw his mom die for sure, and then in my head I was like, and then he straight up killed Professor Quill.
Yeah, so like I was actually when I was listening to it the other day, like I was like, I want to look that up when I get home, and I totally forgot about it. So you actually your mind gonna look up, so it was really helpful. Thank
One
you.
thing that I thought of, and this is actually like could be legit, like could
We'll see about that.
like where Voldemort had already taken over the back of Quill's head, like could he have already kind of been dead inside, and like so when he died, like Harry still really hadn't seen death because he was dead before, and Voldemort still escaped. So like Voldemort was still
Right.
alive.
So that was my
See, that was more
thinking.
valid, right, Chris? I want that props.
Yeah,
I still like the other one better.
yeah. The other one makes more sense now. I didn't realize he had passed out before he had died because in the movie, which I know I've read the book now, but I always picture it in the movie terms. But he, holds his hands on his face until he's dust.
Yeah, in the movie,
Basically.
yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah,
Right. So, but in the book, you are right. He does pass out after so long of it or something like that. But my thought was that Voldemort had already taken control of the body, and
Oh, so
but
you had the same thing as me. You thought the same thing. God,
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I thought. But at the same time,
Lucas, we're the same
Quill's-
person.
No, we're not. Quill.
get wrecked.
But at the same time, Quill still you refers to him as master and all that
Oh yeah,
stuff.
so
and
he's
still
definitely
has his own-
sentient still.
Exactly. So that's what it. made
Well,
me-
that's why I thought he was like dead inside, like his soul was dead because he'd already given it to the Dark Lord.
Shout
I
out to
didn't
the Dark
think
Lord.
that.
What did you say, Lucas?
I didn't think that.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. That was like my aha moment of thinking like, oh hey, cool.
I've got her figured out.
I got it now. I've figured J.K. I've decrypted J.K. Rowling's encrypted messages.
Right.
Yeah. No, but that was really bothering me for a couple of weeks. Except not really. It bothered me while I was reading the book, and then as soon as I finished it, I was just like, well, oh well.
Yeah, I've had to take a break because I'm like getting so mad at Snape and Umbridge. It's just, how did this not bother me more when I was reading it as like a middle schooler? Like I'm literally just like PO'd about it. Like, just like
See, Snape doesn't bother me as bad as the Ministry does. Like,
The Ministry
Crowd
does bother me.
and,
That like how like negligent they are.
well, that and
I'm like
they're so,
I'm like listening to
corrupt.
Tyler phrasing. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and whatever Professor Umbridge, she is the most
God.
infuriating character I could possibly imagine.
She's rough.
From the whole,
Okay,
especially listening to it.
Oh,
because
God, that
that
little
does
does.
that guy does the. Ahem,
Oh, I'm like I'm sitting in my cubicle going like, shut up, just shut up.
It's so bad.
Oh, that's actually really good.
You never listened to it. You don't know what it sounds like.
You don't know
Yeah.
what I do in my free time.
I know you don't listen to the
actually-
audiobooks.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
actually really good.
it's
What-
so it just makes me so mad. I'm like, I'm like, you dirty old woman.
Yeah, every time it happens, it's just like, oh my god,
It's so annoying.
runs all through me.
Oh, for sure. Like I hate her worse than Voldemort. Like legit.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then
Anyway, sorry.
yeah,
All right. Well, I don't have any more topics. So, do you guys have any more topics?
Yeet.
I watched Halloween this past weekend.
The new one?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was really good.
Like,
I don't think it was as good as the original, but it was pretty daggone close.
so I've
Okay,
seen a
can-
lot of previews for it. I kind of want to go see it, and then I kind of don't.
You hate horror films. What are you talking about?
No, I don't like demons, Chris. We've talked about this multiple times, but if like it's
I
a-
don't
if
understand
it's a
how this is
thing-
less scary. This is
if this
like
is
a
if
more...
it's something I can punch or like try to shoot, like it shows the lady does. What's her name? Julia? No,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis. That's what it is.
How
Like-
dare you disrespect our president like that?
Like if I could like see it, punch it, like shoot it, I feel like I got a chance, and I'm rooting for the underdog. Like demons, like you don't.
Oh,
have any-
otherwise you're rooting for the demon.
no,
Yeah.
but like the demon, like you don't really have a scapegoat unless you know Jesus, you know. But like most of the
Scapegoat?
people that
Make Jesus a scapegoat, I
No,
guess.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I meant. Like you don't have us like you can't be saved unless you have Jesus. Well, most people that are haunted by the demons don't have Jesus. So I mean,
Have you ever? How many movies of demon movies have you ever watched?
I watched Poltergeist. I watched
And The Conjuring.
No, I've
That's-
watched
Is
other
that
ones.
it?
No, I think I've watched a little bit of Paranormal Activity, and then I've watched. There's another one my sister had me watch, and I hated it. It was awful.
Almost
Exorcist?
every.
Maybe it was The
Almost
Exorcist.
every single one. There's always like a wooden cross, like the one we used to have in our apartment.
That one
Almost
that just showed up at our
every
apartment.
single time. That's why I didn't like that thing, because in every single horror movie like that, there's always one of those in the house.
You gotta, yeah, you can't
every
go wrong without 'em.
single time.
Well, it's because they don't truly believe in it, and then the demon gets them.
Usually, isn't the demon associated with the house though?
Sometimes.
Demon
sometimes.
is
So, like-
associated with the devil, Chris.
No, tied to the house, Tyler. That's not what I.
Yeah.
No, sometimes they're tied to a doll, like an Annabelle.
Okay, they're not tied to the person, so it doesn't matter who picked up the doll. They could be saved, and it wouldn't matter. The demons still go after him. That's my point.
No, I mean, I'm sure if like you ask Jesus to protect you, he will.
I know. Oh my God. Okay, whatever.
Anyway, Halloween's really good.
Okay, so this is a question I thought about at work yesterday or the other day before. Somebody came in and sat down at lunch and said, "Has anybody seen the Halloween movie?" And I go, "Which one?"
Oh,
Without thinking, because I'm thinking like, you
I
could.
mean,
This
that's
is like
a fair question.
that's
I
like
mean, yeah.
saying
30 of them.
that's like naming a movie Christmas. It's like what? Okay.
well, no. Here's another thing. Like, not only are there a lot of like actual, Michael Myers Halloween films, there's also just like a lot of films you watch at Halloween that you're like, oh, that's a Halloween film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like. It's like going to work and say, "Anybody see the Christmas movie?" I'm like, "I don't know. There's a bunch of them."
Well, no. You got a fair argument,
Yeah.
Chris. You got a fair argument because you're like okay, but also like you should have known because it just came out. Like it was pretty new.
No, I don't care about that movie that much, so it wasn't a big deal.
Well, I just seen a lot of previews because like I'm on YouTube, Twitch. Like there's a bunch of previews or not previews. Like,
Hang up and
advertisements
hang out,
for it.
Tyler.
Not like with other people, but like when I'm like at home and I
Hang up and hang out with yourself.
that sounds really weird. Don't ever say that.
It doesn't. Just spend some quality time with yourself, with your thoughts and whatnot.
I do. I think about how I can get better at video games.
That's really nerdy, by the way.
Chris, I'm trying to make good
Ah!
content.
Sorry, I died in the game.
Hang up and hang out, Chris.
Okay. Crap. I've been had.
Yeah, well, no, we knew you were playing a video game since like the first 5 minutes.
No, I've been had more than normal.
Oh.
I've been had.
Well, anyways, you're off the hook. Because Lucas, tell us how good Halloween was.
You just did.
Well, he said it was pretty good. I thought he'd go in more depth or
It's
something.
good. There's
Really?
11 different Halloween movies, by the way.
That's excessive.
And this one wasn't like you didn't think it didn't need to be done. Was it done well?
It was done very well. There
Okay.
was one character that in it that made me really mad because he had one very specific purpose.
You had one job.
Did he
Yeah,
screw
he
it
had
up?
one job. No, I mean he did his job, but as soon as his job was finished, he was gone from the movie. He never made another
Oh,
appearance.
he don't want to fool with that crap.
And
yeah,
it
who
was
wants
like,
to fool with it?
yeah, and it was like
This is not my
This-
job.
the first quarter of the movie or however long it was, he was one of the main characters in the movie.
Oh, really? Okay. well,
Yeah,
then-
like he
Oh,
was
I think I know
in
which
the
character you're talking
majority
about.
Of the movie.
We'll talk about
He's
this
like,
after
"Deuces."
the podcast.
Yeah, and then it was just like something happens and then he's gone. And while I was watching it, I was like, you completely wasted like this whole thing. It would have been so satisfying to watch him die.
Watch the.
Oh,
because
wow.
of what he did. Because of what he did.
I think I know what you're
And-
talking about because like he antagonizes everything. I think right.
I don't. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll find out once after this. But
Yeah.
it's a
He's a-
direct
He's a
sequel. though.
prat. That's the point.
Yeah, it's a direct sequel from the first Halloween. So none of the Halloweens after it happen.
Oh, so it's like a clean wipe.
It's
Interesting.
yeah, it's Halloween 1, and then 40 years later, it's this Halloween.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
I
And
like
it's
that idea
actually
better
40 years later.
because not Julia,
Ja-
Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know why I want to say Julie Andrews, but that's definitely not Jamie Lee Curtis. But anyways,
Oh, awesome. Both awesome. By
I
the
mean,
way.
yeah, I mean, yes. I just don't know why I have Julie Andrews on my.
I think Julie Andrews introduced me to Anne Hathaway. By the way,
Which one did she introduce you to Anne Hathaway through?
Princess Diaries, dog.
Yeah, there you go. But like,
Getting the vapors.
isn't Jamie Lee Curtis in like one of the middle ones? And it's like,
Freaky Friday. Oh, sorry.
no, she's like
My
like,
bad.
and some kid takes up the mantle as Michael Myers or something. It's like the Halloween movie where he wears the 76 on his jumpsuit or whatever. I don't.
Are you gonna play Fallout or something?
No, I just remember there was like a number, like it was like a racing jumpsuit, not just like mechanic's jumpsuit.
Michael
one of
Myers, big video game fan.
I mean, he might be. He probably likes Dead by Daylight.
All
That was a good joke.
right, Barb.
I don't remember him having a number on any of them. Which, to be fair, whenever it gets past the second original Halloween movie, the number of times that I've watched the other ones drop drastically
Well, no kidding, because most of them, like,
because they're terrible.
yeah, they're not good.
Well, I just remember watching this one and like he.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. That was really. I should have done that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. He like I remember this one because one of the previews in the new one, it's like he finds the chick in the bathroom and like starts beating on the door. That same scene.
I need to go.
Let me in. It's an emergency.
Well, like
I just
that
want
same
this
scene
away.
happens in one of the older ones that's like not very good or whatever. And
Yeah,
that's what
that
reminded me of.
happens in a similar situations happens in the 2007
Yeah,
remake with Rob Zombie.
Ah,
yeah, that
yeah.
sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah, it's not. He doesn't. He. That's how he gets his jumpsuit. Is he goes into. He follows a truck driver, or
So
something
it's like
that.
Terminator.
Pretty much, like it's almost like straight out of Terminator, and he goes in and he, like, it's really dumb because they make it a point of him like sizing different people up to see if their clothes will fit on him, and then he follows him into the bathroom and kills him and takes his clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, I think we're gonna end this episode because we're about at time.
Okay.
Thanks for sticking around this Halloween and athletic sports talk episode of the podcast. It's real spoopy, too spoopy for me. We appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully, you'll have a safe Halloween. To have you, if you, what? I'm doing a PSA, Chris. Everybody needs to have a safe Halloween.
Check your Kit Kats for raises.
Take your kids out, have fun, watch for traffic. Also, watch for more episodes. If you liked this episode, like, subscribe, and share.
Some
Share with
jumping
all your
jacks.
friends. Tell
Get some
all your friends.
exercise.
What'd you say?
If you like this episode, do some jumping jacks and get some exercise.
I mean, you can listen to our podcast while you do the exercise. But also, so today is October 26th. On November 3rd, I'm doing an event called Extra Life. And what Extra Life is I play video games for 24 hours, all in hopes of raising a bunch of money for a children's hospital of my choice. The children's hospital that the group I'm a part of chose is Kentucky Children's Hospital. I I will have my donation link in the description. Go check that out. It's for a great cause. All the donations go directly to Kentucky Children's Hospital. So like it's tax deductible. There's so many ways you can help, and this is just one of them. And I'd really appreciate if you did. My goal is $1,000. I think I'm at 75 right now. And I'll also put the link to where, like, on November 3rd, you can watch me play video games for 24 hours because I will need your help to stay awake. But that'd be great if you'd help out with that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and hopefully this episode's been better than static. We will catch you guys next time.
Skibidi boop.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Or would you still praise me? If I find my way home, yeah.
Remember that feeling of playing an ultra-hard video game and dying? Over and over and over? Yeah, so do we. Listen to the Controller Throwers podcast on iTunes and Google Play. And check out the live show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/TCThrowers. The Controller Throwers, pressing start since 1985.